Title of this video is Attack of the Invisible Software Tester. It's not a B-grade horror movie, it's what happens when your test automation is so good, no one notices it. In this video, we're going to talk about what invisible testing really means, and how you can shift left to stop bugs before they happen, and why being invisible can actually be dangerous for your career. Stick around because there's a plot twist at the end, that every test engineer needs to hear. Point number one, test automation isn't about finding bugs. You might think test automation is about hunting down fresh new bugs, right? Wrong. Test automation isn't built to find new bugs. It's built to confirm that nothing has changed. That's it. You're checking that today's app is still working like yesterday's app. It's basically a safety net. If your test passes, that means the feature didn't break. If it fails, that doesn't always mean there's a new bug. It could be a legit change, or maybe just test data drift. But it's not seeking out new bugs. It's just confirming what's already known. That may sound boring, but it's actually what gives developers the freedom to move quickly. And it's the first step toward invisible testing. And if this is resonating so far, make sure to grab my free guide, Top 5 Test Automation Best Practices. It's packed with tips on how to write stable, maintainable tests that keep you in control. The link is in the description. So if automation isn't about catching new bugs, what is? Hang tight, we'll get there. Point 2. The power of invisible testing. Here's the wild part. The better your test, the fewer bugs people see. And that's kind of the problem. Great test automation makes bugs disappear because they never make it into production in the first place. You're running tests early, often, and in the right environment. You want your tests running on the developer's machine before they commit, on the source branch when they push the code, in pre-production in like a staging environment before releasing, and you definitely want it to run for the code reviews. This is called shifting left, and the earlier tests catch a problem, the cheaper and faster it is to fix. When done right, bugs never escape into production. Releases go out clean, no blockers, no fire drills, just peaceful, happy releases. But what's the danger of this invisible success? That's where things get weird. Point 3. The hidden danger of being invisible. Here's where this can backfire. When things go too smooth, no one sees the value of what you're doing. No bugs filed? No red flags in the sprint review? Then why do we even need a QA team, right? The better you are at prevention, the harder it is to prove your value. And performance reviews don't give bonus points for invisible excellence. You're saving the company thousands in downtime and rework, but that's hard to measure. Your tests are silently catching regressions, but no one sees what didn't happen. You may need to manufacture your visibility, showing your test coverage, caught issues, quality gate stats, maybe compared to last year's bug count or whatever. Being invisible is great for users, but it's not always great for you. We need a balance. Silent stability with visible wins. And if you want some help with this, download my free guide. Just go down below into the description and click there and, help yourself out a little bit. But if automation isn't great at finding new bugs, what is? Point 4. Where manual testing shines. All right, let's talk about the other side of testing, and that's manual testing, because this is where new bugs are found. Exploratory testing, bug bashes, alpha and beta testing, these things uncover stuff that no one thought to check for. They find the unexpected. Manual testing uncovers UX bugs, data oddities, misunderstood edge cases, and all the stuff outside the happy path. I mean, you're using your eyes, So it's something your code can't always see when you're just doing assertions. And, when you also involve PMs, designers, even real users, you get other perspectives that are different than yours and the developers, and that kind of finds things that could be in your blind spot. Unfortunately, manual testing doesn't scale, but it does uncover new things. And that's just as important. Use it when you need eyes on the unknown. But what about using automation to simulate this kind of chaos? Is that even possible? Point number 5. Can automation find new bugs? Sometimes. All right, so here's the twist. Automation can find new bugs if you know how to do it. It's a different type of automation testing than like Selenium or something. You would be using fuzz testing, load testing, stress testing, AI agents. These are chaos-driven ways to force the app to break in surprising ways. Fuzz testing throws garbage data at your app, like randomized data, and just sees what happens, tries to make it crash. Load tests, they just overburden your services and see where the breaking points are in your application. And AI agents, I mean, we're still starting to figure those things out. AI agents can actually, you can just give it prompts and see what it finds and see how it gets there on its own. These types of tests aren't part of your normal test suite, but it's powerful and it scales. So yes, automation can discover the unknown. You just have to turn it loose. You have to use some different type of testing. If you need some quick tips to help you with test automation, download my free guide, Top 5 Test Automation Best Practices. Check for the link in the description. So here's the deal. Automation isn't about hunting for bugs. It's about preventing them. When done right, your testing becomes invisible, and that's a superpower. But like any good superhero, you've got to make sure people know you're keeping the city safe. So what's your biggest challenge in balancing invisible success with visible value? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear your take on this. Or maybe you just don't agree with anything I'm saying at all. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. Please leave a comment. Do you feel invisible in your company as a software tester? I think a lot of us do. So I'd like to hear from you because we're all in this together. And again, don't forget to grab the free PDF, Top 5 Test Automation Best Practices. It's free. Just go below, click the link, get your guide. And if you like this topic, you'll want to check out the next video, pointing right here, how to crush flaky tests with Cypress. I promise it builds perfectly on what we just covered. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Happy testing!